I don't. Okay, is that okay? Because I cannot see.
I will adjust it now. If you could then clip this in your belt or your pants, or even the yeah,
Even the
yeah,
pocket.
in the yeah, that'll work. The only thing is we'll make sure to maybe put the rest of the cable inside that is not hanging. See,
Okay.
kind of toggle inside there. Back or two.
Eh,
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। बीवर्टन डाइवर्सिटी एडवाइजरी बोर्ड की तरफ से मैं बीवर्टन नाइट मार्केट में आपको खुश आमदीद कहती हूँ और उम्मीद करती हूँ कि अगले 2 दिन की तकरीबात में आप लोग भरपूर हिस्सा लेंगे। शुक्रिया.
ئێوارەتان باش. بنای لیژنی ڕاوێژکاری فرێنەتەوەی بەخێر بێن بۆ شانە بازاڕی بیڤرتن بۆ ساڵی 2020 بە شێوازی ڤێرچوەڵ. بینەرمان بن. بە درێژایی دووشەی داهاتوو هەڵدەسین بە نمایشکردنی کولتوری فرێنەتەوەی و توانای داهێنانی کۆمەڵگەکەمان بە شێوازێکی ناوازە. سوپاس بۆ بەشداریکردنتان بە هیوای بەسەربردنی کاتێکی خۆش.
Ndị be anyị ekene m unu n'afọ ndị Diversity Advisory Board nke Beaverton, Oregon ka m na-anabata unu na Beaverton Night Market nke 2020 nke a na-egosi n'ikuku. N'abalị abụọ anyị na unu ga-anọkọta, anyị ga-ezi unu ihe mmụta nke eji akwado omenala na ịchụ nta ahịa dị iche iche n'obodo Beaverton. Ndewonu, unu abịala.
안녕하세요. 비버튼시 다민족 자문위원회에서 주관하는 2020년 가상 온라인 나인마켓에 여러분을 환영합니다. 앞으로 이틀간 오셔서 온라인상에서 진행되는 여러 커뮤니티의 문화와 음식을 경험하시고 다른 소상공인들과 소통하는 즐거운 시간이 되시길 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
سلامی چو بوی خوش آشنایی بدان مردم دیده روشنایی ورودی چو نور دل پارسایان بدان شمع خلوتگه پارسایی بنده منیژه هستم عزیزان. امشب و فردا شب برنامه فوق‌العاده‌ای برای معرفی فرهنگ‌های متنوع جامعه‌مان خدمتتون تقدیم می‌کنم.
منم مریم هستم. خانما آقایان، به شب بازار مجازی 2020 بیورتون از طرف Diversity Advisory Board خوش آمدید. ممنون از حضورتون. خوش بگذره.
नमस्कार मित्रों, डाइवर्सिटी एडवाइजरी बोर्ड की तरफ से 2020 के इस बीवर्टन वर्चुअल मार्केट में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। इन 2 अगली रातों में हम आपके लिए अपनी ही कम्युनिटी से विभिन्न व्यवसाय के एक बेहतरीन समुदाय को लेकर आए हैं। इसमें हिस्सा लेने और आनंद लेने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Jambo, kwa niaba ya Diversity Advisory Board ya Beaverton, ningependa kukaribisha sana ndugu zangu na dada zangu kwenye soko kuu la mwaka huu la Beaverton ambalo litafanyika kwenye mtandao siku ya tarehe 14 na tarehe 15 mwezi wa 8. Kutakuwa na watu wa kutoka nchi tofauti ambao wanaishi kwenye mji huu, watatuonyesha desturi zao, vile wanavyokula, vile wanavyovaa na vitu tofauti ambayo itatujumuisha pamoja. Karibuni sana.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಡ್ವೈಸರಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ನವರ 2020 ಬೀವರ್ಪುರದ ದೂರದರ್ಶಿತ ಸಂಜೆಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನಿಮಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮುದಾಯದ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಹಾಗೂ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆಯ ಅದ್ಭುತ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿನ 2 ಸಂಜೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಂಡು ಆನಂದಿಸಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Buenas noches. A nombre del Comité Asesor de la Diversidad de Beaverton, le damos la bienvenida al mercado virtual nocturno de Beaverton 2020. Tenemos una increíble muestra de diversidad cultural y empresarial de nuestra comunidad para compartir con ustedes las próximas 2 noches. Gracias por unirte a nosotros y disfruta.
Good evening and salam everyone. Welcome to the Beaverton 2020 Virtual Night Market. We're so glad to have you here with us today. We have an incredible lineup for you today, a showcase of the cultural and diversity that's represented in our community. I hope you can stick with us and stay tuned until the very end. My name is Rahana Malik. I am a member of the Beaverton Diversity Advisory Board and I will be your co-host for tonight.
And my name is Ahmed. I'm also a board member with Beaverton Diversity Board, and I will be co-host with Rihanna. But before we start our event, we want to ask our viewers to go to visit our Beaverton City YouTube channel, and if they have any question or any comment, please leave it there, because we will have a lot of vendors and they will be tonight with us And so if you have any question, put it there and ask any question you like about like food or any other things. But before we start, we have message. It's from Beaverton Diversity Board. This message or statement says, Beaverton Diversity Board as allies raise our voice and solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement. We are heartbroken and angered to be ongoing violence and racism toward the Black community. Our nation needs dismantle systemic racism through continue an open dialogue with our communities.
We want to affirm our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and consider them essential elements of a vibrant community. We welcome open and peaceful dialogue from our community so we can help create authentic change in our city. Thank you for allowing us to share this statement. We wholeheartedly stand behind this movement and are deeply passionate about the cause. Now, let's get the show started. Let's take off from yesterday's energy that DJ Prashant left us with. I know you were enjoying the dancing last night. We're going to start with a video presentation with our producers visiting the artist Babakar Toure, or Toure's art creation. Let's go ahead and watch it together.
My name is Babakar Toure. I was born and raised in Senegal. Senegal is a little country in the west coast of Africa. Approximately 15 to 16 million population, and very strong cultural country. And I start doing interested on art, and that's when I start doing a collage with my butterfly wings, collecting a butterfly wings, pick them off the ground, and came up with something, created something. So I grew up in Senegal from my old parents, very old father and an old mother. I'm the baby in my family. Very creative in my childhood, and my parents will not be surprised to see me coming up with this idea, because I was one of those people who were very creative, making things out of nothing, and when I was a kid. What really get me into this butterfly wings is when I travel sometimes and I see group of handicapped sitting down and using this to do these creations, and I find it very amazing and very unique. So when I approach them and ask them how they do it, so they show me. So I had an idea to how I can probably promote the African woman entrepreneurial into African development, and I wanted to come up with a very unique idea. So, and I find out that having the butterfly and try to take African women, put weighing together to reflect the African woman, how hardworking ladies they are. And most of my art is based on African women and animals, birds, basically nature, because I also wanted to prove and show how nature is so important and how the wildlife is being disappeared because people don't really care. So I wanted to do something to wake people up to understand that this is what is happening, and the value of two things together, basically what is the mother of humanity, basically women and nature. So it was one of my ways to express myself, to protect that. So far, I've been having a very good comment about it, and people are very supportive about it, and And when I start doing it, I will used to do it for the schools. So I go to schools basically and talk to the students, share the art with them, told them what I want to do to wake them minds a little bit up to understood that this is the ways the world will be better, like that. And then until one day I used to do PCC, Poland Community College, every year to the Black History Month, and that's how I find out, that's how the Beaverton Night Market found me, to invited me to one of the markets, so I went, and since that I've been doing it. It didn't take me basically very long to understand the technique, week or two, but to be able to do it with a clean cut, you never done. And I'm still in the process of learning, basically, because I'm still breaking a lot of wings. And you know, the ways I look at it, I will never know everything about art. So you can always improve it, no matter what. But the idea is to give my message, and what I am doing right now, I can give the message I wanted to give to our people. Jody, you see how this is. You see how my cuts are very clean. It's the reason why you see my cut is very clean. I have a piece of paper glued to another piece of paper. All my art basically is collage. What I did is, when you make your drawing, whatever you want to draw, and you spray the glue inside your drawing. When you spray the glue, very, very, very soft coat of glue, and then get your clipper and then lay your wings one by one to come up with the color you want. When you finish, you take the scissors and then you trim. When you trim, you take whatever you trim and then you put it back into another piece of paper. Sometimes experience are the best way to learn. And I am one of those people who grow up in the household where my mother worked so hard to take care of her children. And I was just wondering, but when do they value women's work? Because in the society where people don't just value a woman and think that woman can only be sitting at home and, you know, peeling, grounding the millet, peeling, getting water from the well, taking care of the baby. Yes, it's great. That's what woman's supposed to do. But women can do more than that. There is ways, more doors need to be open for the ladies. So I find out that looking at my mother, what she had done successfully, and my dad was not capable of doing it successfully, how do you exclude this woman to the African development? Because it's just impossible. They are the mothers of civilization, and they can do anything. So without them, nothing will be solved. If someone can carry a child for 9 months and give a birth and take care of it, should be able also to contribute positively to the African development. This is a couple. The woman is working, holding a child in her back. That's one work, full-time job, taking care of a child. Taking care of the house is another full-time job. Grounding the millet is another full-time job, when there is a man sitting down there smoking this pipe and watching her work. And then you're telling me that this man right here has a big impact into a development without this woman. That doesn't make sense to me. I was also blessed with the 4 girls. I think it's very important to talk about it, and my girls will see that how how they value them, how are they supposed to be evaluated into this world. So that's my mother basically really inspired me to this to promote women entrepreneurial into a development, because she did a lot and she was done it successfully. Because of her, I am here today. It's hard to talk about my mother. We were very close. We were very close, and she opened up she light up the way for me. She get me out of the tunnel. She make my way. She saved me besides the Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She saved me. Yesterday I was having a conversation in debate basically, and phone conversation about the work of parents, how it can be reflected to the children, and nobody will understand that more than me, because that's my background. That is my background. So I just feel the connections between me and her, and I wanted to honor my mother. I named her my first child, and God basically blessed me to be there, to be able to bury her. The only child who was there to bury her. We had a very, very special connection. I feel like I owe that woman a lot. What I am doing, she wake up today from her grave, she will be so proud of me, knowing that my son is honoring me from promoting a woman entrepreneurial to African development. To me, that will make her proud of me. So I have the experience with her. I live it. I live that specific times with her, and I feel like I have to do something to honor my mother. And to me, this is one way to do it. Just talk about my mother, make my day.
Wow, Rihanna, this is like awesome. This is like, I feel it's powerful message behind his artwork.
Yeah, it sure is, Ahmed. Isn't it just fascinating and creative how he's using butterfly wings to create this? I've never seen anything like it. I seriously
Me too.
haven't.
Like, this
So
is unique.
it's unique. Please, everyone, support our small businesses. You know, this is why we're here tonight, to lift each other up and encourage each other along the way. So if you need to find out information about the vendors, please head over to our Beaverton Night Market website. All the details are there, and you won't regret it. So now, I'm excited to introduce our next guest, Claudia Camacho, a local artist who has some beautiful artwork to share with us today. If you have any questions for Claudia, please go ahead and type your questions on the YouTube chat, and we're going to be answering them at the end. Welcome, Claudia. Nice to have you here. So nice to have you at our Beaverton Night Market this year. I know there's been a change because you're used to live night markets, but nonetheless, it's an honor and pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Can you tell us something about how you came to live in Beaverton from Honduras?
Oh, hi again. Thanks for having me. I'm very happy to be here tonight. I came to Oregon from Honduras about 20 years ago. When I came, my mother was already here. She came a couple of years prior to my arrival. As many immigrants, we had the big dream to come to the U.S. and seek a better life.
Yeah.
I had my own dreams.
Yeah.
Some of them I had to push back when I got pregnant with my first daughter. I was busy. I now have 4 kids, and I was even more busy when I had to raise my kids as a single mother. That is one of the reasons why I did not have enough time to pursue some of those dreams. I remarried about 3 years ago, and I am very fortunate to be a stay-home mom. I do have a little baby. She's 16 months old, and it's now when I have more time to pursue some of those dreams and to do some of the things that I am passionate about. I love Oregon, and I am very happy that my mother made the decision to come and live here.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And now we are glad to be apart from Beaverton Night Market community. So my question is, like, how did you start your business?
Well, since I was a little girl, I always had the dream to own my own store. I remember watching people in my hometown making arts and crafts using whatever materials we had available. At times, the resources were very limited, but with a lot of creativity and passion, I saw people making almost anything that they could imagine using their own hands and the materials that were available there. I had a dream, and last year I was exploring my opportunities, and that's how I found out about Beaverton Night Market. At the very last minute, I decided to apply, and surprisingly, I got in. I was very, very happy to have the opportunity to share a little bit about my culture. I was also very grateful with City of Beaverton for supporting small business and dreamers like me.
That's great.
Great. That's awesome.
Great. I'm so glad you applied to the night market because
Yes,
it's
yes,
lovely
me
having
too.
you here. I see you've got some really nice products over there, some vibrant colors and some really nice shoes. I can see sandals. I'm just looking at the sandals because I think they'll probably match one of my outfits that I have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, such a nice summer sandal, tropical as well. Can you show us and tell us something about your products?
Of course. These sandals were very popular last year at the Beaverton Night Market. These are handcrafted 100%. These are hand painted, and people love the bright colors and the summery styles. Also, I want to feature the face coverings. As we all know, face coverings are an everyday item right now, and I thought that why not making them cool, fun, and fashionable. So I am using this fabric that is called Lenca fabric. It is made in Honduras by indigenous women from small villages. They use the traditional weaving way using a foot loom. Can you imagine how hard it is? And it's a lot of work. So I am very happy to bring these fabrics from Honduras, and that way I feel like I am also supporting the local business there in my country. Something else that I am very proud of is that in Honduras, we don't waste anything. When I make the face coverings, I have fabric left over, and I make these necklaces. I also make scrunchies for your hair, and I make these colorful earrings, and that will complete the summery look. Something else that I want to highlight is this top. This represents a little bit about the history from my small town, Trujillo, Colón. I was born there, and I am very happy with this design because it represents the fort of Santa Barbara. It was built a long time ago when the conquistadores first arrived to Honduras. I also included the sun and the palm trees because Trujillo is a coastal town. It is beautiful in my opinion. It has the map and the flag from Honduras. I added the crochet accents, and it's something that I also learned how to do when I was growing up in Honduras. Also, this is called anafre. It is made out of clay. It's made by hand, and we use this to cook one of the most traditional foods in Honduras. We put charcoal in here. Then we put some refried beans. We add mozzarella cheese, and once the cheese is melted, we eat it with tortilla chips. Oh. It is delicious. If you ever get to go to Honduras, you have to try this. I guarantee you will love it. Something else, like again, we don't waste anything. This is a piece of leather. It is basically scrap. We use it to make bookmarks. And we hand paint it, and it's beautiful. Again, we don't like to waste anything in Honduras. Lastly, I would like to show the kit, the craft kit that I put together for this year's event. And this is a mini purse that families can make together while watching the show. And I already started making this. You can get creative and just do it in a different way if you wish. It's very simple. There's no tools required. I added everything that you need. And here it's a finished product. This one was made for little girls, so the strap is short, but people can adjust that and make it longer if they wish. Also, in this kit, I included a thank you card that I made myself, and I want to take the chance to read it. It says, "Thank you so much for shopping small. By supporting a small business, you help support a dream, a family, and so much more. You aren't just buying an item, you are buying a piece of heart." And with this, I do want to encourage viewers to shop small to support local businesses. Also, as a thank you for purchasing the kit, I included these earrings, again, from the scraps that I had left over for making this kit. And this is my way to thank people who bought the kit for supporting my business.
That's awesome. I like how it's colorful and all the message behind all these things, or like how did you made it. So what's the next step for your business? Like, is there any way to extend your business, or what's the new?
Well, I am not planning on leaving Beaverton anytime soon. I love the diverse community. I love that my kids are growing up here. My oldest daughter is now a sophomore going to college at Oregon State University. I am also going back to college this year, and I am very excited because this next fall, I will be teaching Spanish classes at Portland State University. I am very happy about that. For my small business, I also plan on expanding it. Hopefully next year, the situation will be better and I get to go to more markets and holiday bazaars to showcase the beautiful items that talented people from my country can make. In the meantime, I do have a small online shop, claudiacamacho.store, where people can go shop and find these beautiful items.
Thanks so much, Claudia. I'm so impressed. And you know, that message hit my heart. You said it. You know, you're buying a piece of heart. And viewers, this is what it's all about, the Beaverton Night Market. You know, you're supporting small businesses, and Claudia said it in her thank you note. So, Claudia, where can we find details about your
You can
business?
go to claudiacamacho.store. You can also find me on social media, Claudia Camacho, and you will find unique items like this.
That's great.
Thank you so much, Claudia. We are so glad to have you today, and we learn a lot about your work, and thank you. And I hope, like all our viewers, they leave any comments. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
If you have any questions on YouTube, please chat them out. Please type them out, and we can read them out. Do we have a question on YouTube? We don't have it at time. Okay. Thank you so much, Claudia. Honored to have you here. All the best.
Thank you.
So what do you have next?
Oh,
Hannah?
well, I'm next. It's early in the night, and we're going to get going now. We're going to keep the show on the road. You know, it's so important to celebrate the richness that's inherent in our cultures, and that's what brings us together. We're going to celebrate you. We're going to celebrate everyone here.
So tonight we have something maybe unique. Everybody remember how the story time is very important to you when you being like a child or something. So today we have Edmo. He's an indigenous storyteller. Let's check out the video together.
Hello, I'm Ed Edmo. I'm Shoshone, Bannock, Nez Perce, Yakima. Raised about 95 miles east of here at a place called Solana Falls. When the cold winter wind was blown down from eastern Oregon through the Columbia River Gorge, I'd recovered many quilts made by loving hands by mom, aunties, and grandma. There'd be the crackle of the fire and the whistle. My father would tell me stories. I thought I was getting stories, out of realizing get my culture handed down from generation to generation. I brought a friend of mine, Grandma Bear. Don't worry, you'll get your double latte after the show. Grandma says these stories were handed down from generation to generation. No one knows what all these stories are. These stories are told to teach children how to act, not to be stuck up. You should share, help those younger and smaller than you are, learn how to get along, respect your elders. But in magic time, there were no people on earth. Grandma said there were only animals. Really, they could talk the same language? They could talk the same language. And they had magical power. They could say, I want the wall to become a cliff, and poof, the wall became a cliff. They got in trouble. Some lost body parts, some changed color, some became extinct. So they get grounded, and their trouble lasted forever. You can think about a grandma. Long time ago, there was a young boy named Snake, had arms and legs. Snake liked to run races. Snake liked to climb trees. But most of all, Snake liked to jump up at cliffs into sand. If Snake didn't like anything, he would say, brother or sister did something for Snake. Snake didn't like it, he would say, aunt or uncle did something for Snake. Snake didn't like it, he would say, if his mother or father did something for Snake. Snake didn't like it, he would say, even if his grandma or grandpa did something for Snake. Snake didn't like it, he would say. One day the village went to another village to hunt, trade, and fish. Snake ran a race and lost. He told the other racers, they fixed him some to eat. Could have been a bowl of salmon eyeball soup. If didn't like it, he told the cooks. They sang him an Indian song. He didn't like it, they told singers. They told him a story like I'm telling you, a new and different story. If he didn't like it, he told a storyteller. People say, what do you do about that snake? He makes us ashamed to go visit. You when you visit, you sit still, eat what you're given, you don't act rude. What do we do about that snake? Every time he loses a race, he says. It's something he doesn't like, he says. Listen to a song he doesn't like, he says. Listen to a story he doesn't like, he says. All that time he says. The night was quiet in the village. Everyone was asleep. The medicine woman snuck into Snake's lodge, used the medicine. Make Snake fall into a deep sleep. Took a knife, cut off Snake's arm, put intimates on him, and he healed up. Cut off Snake's leg, put intimates on him, healed up. Cut off Snake's other leg, put intimates on him, healed up. Cut off Snake's other arm, put intimates on him, and healed up. All night that night, the people village, they rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, and sang a magic song. All night they rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, and sang a magic song. All night they rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, and sang a magic song. All night they rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, and sang a magic song. Boy, that's a long night, huh? All night they rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, rolled Snake, and sang a magic song till the snake was long and round. You know how snakes look today? And he threw him down, and he slithered away underneath people's feet. Snakes, they remember what people did to them long, long time ago. What do snakes say when they see human beings nowadays? Till I start to have respect for other people. I've been involved with Native American markets, and just come up. I met Luva Morello, 213 at the NEA. I did markets over there, and I sold my poetry book. It's in my book. I got money. I wrote a grant to Potlatch Fund to get it reprinted. This is my poem. It's published in New Zealand in '83. In '97, it's featured on Poetry in Motion on the TriMet buses and maxes. It's on stone at Oregon State University at the library. It's in granite. You know what I like about that? That I didn't have to die first. Indian education blues. I sit in the crowded classrooms and learn how to read about Dick, Jane, and Spot. But I remember how to get a deer. I remember how to beadwork. I remember how to fish. I remember the stories told by the old, but Spot keeps showing up. My report card is bad. I'm looking forward to be working with the Beaverton Night Market when it opens up. And thank you for listening. Take care. Have a good one.
Wow, that's beautiful, Rihanna. That's remind me about like my memories when I was like kids, and the story time is very important for us as a kid. So what do we have next?
He's such an incredible storyteller, he really is. Now we have the opportunity to visit another artist deep-rooted in her culture. Our producers had the chance to visit Tanya Karnakova, owner of Dreamy Elephant, who also has a store on Etsy. So let's head on over and learn more about the Russian tea drinking ceremony.
Hello, my name is Tanya Kornikova. I am the owner of Dream Elephant Shop on Etsy. I am from Russia, and today I'm going to show you how we drink tea in Russia. So this is how we make the tea. You need to have hot boiling water, fresh water, a ceramic pot, porcelain pot is ideal. You warm up the pot with hot water a little bit, you make it warm, you swirl it around, and now the pot is ready. So we get loose tea. Traditionally, Russians love black tea. Here we have our Earl Grey, which is very fragrant, so I'm very excited about it. The recipe is 1 teaspoon per person. So we have 3 people here, plus 1 teaspoon per pot. So we'll have 4 teaspoons. And now we add hot water. This teapot is a little bit big, so it's for a big party, maybe for even like 8-10 people. So we don't need that much. We pour a little bit because it's supposed to be very concentrated. Then we wait 3-5 minutes and we talk and socialize. I was born in southern Russia, Black Sea region. My grandparents are from southern Siberia. They grew up in the Baikal Lake region. My grandmother was a native there. Basically, she was Mongolian, and my grandfather's family moved to Siberia from Poland or Belarusian a part of the country after the revolution. After the World War II, there was a great famine, and my grandparents, with their young daughter, my mom was about 6 years old, they decided to move to a warmer part of the country. So that's how they ended up in the Black Sea region, where my mom grew up and where I was born. So after the tea has been brewing for 3-5 minutes, you marry the tea. So you pour a little bit into your teacup and then back into the pot. So it's ready to drink. It's very concentrated, and some people even like drinking just the concentrated tea. The name is zavarka. So some people like to drink zavarka. So anyway, so now we have a little bit of zavarka in our cups, and you add a little bit of water. And since this tea is very fresh and hot, so you pour just a little bit. Then it cools down faster, and also Notice the shape of the cup. It has a wider opening, so the tea would cool down faster. And the very traditional drinking tea drinking is actually you pour tea a little bit into your saucer and then you drink from the saucer with a very loud sound. Should I show it? Just like that. And then you can drink it right away so it's not hot. And then you got it. So my Dreamy Elephant store with all the textiles started as I was just missing working with textiles. I've had a graphic design career here, but it's all on a computer, so I was just missing drawing with by hand, making sketches. So that's when I decided to do crafts, and actually it started with a tradition at my work. We had this gift exchange tradition for the holidays, where people sign up when we exchange gifts, and usually people buy something in a store. I would always use that opportunity to make something like a craft, and then give it away as a gift. And at some point, one of my coworkers said, you know what, I signed up for this holiday bazaar, and I'm looking for somebody to share my table with. Would you like to share the table with me? And at that point, I was like, sure, why not? So I spent a lot of time making things because I never did it on a larger scale. It was usually like, for a handful of coworkers. The bazaar went well, but I still ended up with a lot of products on my hands. So what did I do with it? So I decided to open an Etsy store and put that stuff, put my products on Etsy shop. So whenever we have tea, we always have a lot of snacks, a lot of cookies, a lot fruit preserve, and usually it's all homemade. So for example, here I have crumble cookies that I made with a fruit preserve that I also made it yesterday. Blackcurrants are very popular in Russia. Here it's not that popular, but if you see blackcurrants on a berry farm, 100% guarantee there will be Russians nearby. So this blackcurrant crumble cookie has a nice tart taste with sweet pastry dough. I make bags, and I have these bags with mushroom prints and cactuses, cacti. This is my favorite because like strawberries, alpine strawberries, is very nostalgic to me. And then so what I will have for a do-it-yourself kit for the Beaverton market are these coasters that we use in our family all the time. They are so easy. You can wash them. When they fall down, they don't make any sound. And it's easy to keep by your computer, by your workplace. So, and it's pretty simple to make, so I think this would be a great option for a DIY kit. Each Russian household has honey. You can't come to a Russian house and there won't be honey. We usually eat it with the tea, and we don't put tea into our honey. Although, if you're sick, we put lemon, a lot of lemon and honey into our tea, and we mash it up. And then, but it's only when we drink it when we're sick. Normally, we would you would get a teaspoon of honey, and you nibble on it. Just a little bottle, so it's like a candy, and then you drink tea with it. And it is a very good honey. And it's a dream to maybe have my own business that will encompass a lot of things that I showed you here. My European style kind of cooking, pastries, textiles. I'm thinking maybe it could be a coffee shop, a European style coffee shop, with a corner for retail space where I can offer my creations, but also feature some products from other local artists. Maybe have, and I know it's not a brand new idea, but I just love it. I might offer walls to local artists to be featured, and some place, to sell, to have an opportunity for them to sell their art. I also like nature. I have a passion for nature and everything fresh made, like herbal teas and stuff. So maybe I can offer it there. I don't know.
Ahmed, I love how tea drinking traditions are different all over the world. And I believe everyone in the world likes to drink tea, especially in London where I grew up. I can't go without my Earl Grey and my English breakfast. That's a must. I have to have that every single day. So if any of our viewers, if you have a special tea drinking ceremony or tradition, please go ahead and type it up on the YouTube chat.
Me too, Rihanna. I remember in my hometown how tea it was very tradition. Even in the evening, all the family come together and we sit to drink tea. But in my hometown, when we drink tea, we eat something sweet with it. So likely we have here tonight Iman Barakat. She's the owner of business called Iman's Homie Bites, and she make baklava. I think it's unique. I cannot catch myself to get a bite from this tree. So welcome, Iman.
Welcome. Thank you for being here, man, and joining us on the 2020 virtual night market. It's a pleasure having you here. And I believe I've seen you at other night markets. I saw you at the MET Winter Bazaar and the Beaverton Winter Market.
Yes.
You were next to Sarah from Ish Cream, so I really appreciate you being here. Before we get into talking about those yummy delights, can you tell us where are you from and how long have you lived in the Portland area?
I'm from Algeria. It's in the Mediterranean region. Constantine, Algeria is the capital of the East Algerian. It's an incredibly beautiful city. It's known by the beauty of the food. They use the great and the best ingredients to make their sweets. So it's known by the good of the sweets. And also, I came here to Portland 5 years ago. I got married here. At that time, I was struggling what to do. I love baking. I have master's degrees in physics. I have I talk multiple languages, and I love teaching. But it was hard to me, especially I wanted to be like a stay mom home and not working a lot, but doing my own business was the good thing for me and was the best thing for me, and especially baking and
Yeah,
the baking
wow.
Sounds wonderful.
showing. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Like, I believe that like city is so beautiful. Maybe one day we can visit together,
Yeah,
Rihanna.
that'd be
So,
great. Yeah.
like, what inspired you to start this business? What, like, what the behind the scenes about this business?
I learned baking from my mom. She started baking at the age of 20 years old. She was baking for our family events, for weddings. And like at that age, I kept learning from her. I made up recipes. I started at the age of 14 years old. I had this opportunity, especially because, especially when you have some place to store your food in. We had a family bakery, and my mom was the first one who has all of these skills. And we bake a lot of treats and desserts for weddings, which is a big part of ceremony in Algeria. And I have here like a display shows like how we present sweets in Algeria. It's very simple compared to the Algerian one because they put a lot of sweets, but the main sweet is the baklava.
Right.
And like this one, this is the qataif, Algerian qataif. It's very authentic Algerian. It's made of like a shredded phyllo dough with a mix of nuts inside. And also I have all like the other varieties of baklava that I made. This one is the first one, is the rolls with the almond. And the second one is the pistachio, which is very popular here. People and my clients like it a lot. And the third one is the qataif that I showed you. And this one also is the walnut cinnamon. People loves it. Loves it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the presentation looks fabulous. I mean, is that something you would serve at weddings?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, especially the qataif, the Algerian qataif. It's like very fancy and very authentic.
Great.
Yeah, so like people when they make baklava, they use like a sweetener or like maybe sugar or so. What do you use for as a sweetener? I know it's some people they thought it's not healthy, but what you did to make it healthier?
In the east of Algeria, and in Algeria, we use honey instead of sugar. So instead of like sweeten it with sugar and sugar syrup, we use mainly honey, pure honey, to make it like just with the right sweetness and healthy and delicious. And also in Algeria and in the east, they add a very specific thing, a secret, like the orange blossom water and the rose water. These two ingredients make it a very like tasty and very specific. So with honey and orange blossom water or rose water, you can taste all ingredients, especially when it's less sugar. Like you can taste all the nuts. For example, if we take pistachio, we don't have to add sugar to pistachio to make it good. So you just like eat it by itself and it's very delicious.
That's great. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love the presentation. I'm still in awe of the presentation and the tray. It's wonderful. What makes the baklava from Algeria different from baklava everywhere else around the world or everywhere else around the Middle East?
First of all, like people ask me a lot. You say that I say it baklava, because in Algeria we say it with a Y instead of V, not baklava. Like in Greece and Turkey, they say it baklava.
Right.
But in Algeria, we say it baklava with a Y. And also, the main ingredients are walnut and almonds, not pistachio, because this is the most available things there. And also the orange blossom water, rose water, and honey. So these are.
I think this is the difference between like your kind of baklava and Middle Eastern baklava. They use pistachio a lot. So is there any other difference between baklava you made and Middle Eastern baklava?
Um, my baklava, like it's a little bit different because of the ingredient. Because when you just use pistachio, it will be very different than just using the almond and walnut. The almond and walnut are very like different in taste compared to pistachio.
Great.
This is, I think, this is
Yeah.
the main thing, and also maybe the sugar.
Yeah.
The honey makes it different than the sugar.
That's wonderful. I can't wait to
Yes.
try it. I know we've got some pieces here for
Yes,
us to
we
try.
will
Maybe
try
we'll
it.
try it
We
at
will
the end of
try
the
it.
show. So what do you think the future is for your business?
Actually, for my business, I would like to grow more, and I would like to deliver more to more states, to at least to all states of the U.S., maybe Canada, and
inshallah,
yeah. This is
So maybe we don't have enough time.
Do we
I
have a-
think we have just 1 minute. So my last question will be, from where we can get this? Because like I want to buy it.
I have a website, imanshomebites.com, and I have also a Facebook page. And in my website, you will find all the details about like phone number and email when you can order, or you can order online also.
Do we have a YouTube question for Iman? Let's see. Let's go over to YouTube chat. Let's see. Do you feel like an artist when you're making those beautiful desserts? And do they come out the same each time, or are they as good as your mum's?
The baking and especially making food has to be with like connection with food. You have to be connected with food and with the ingredients to make it very delicious.
Yeah.
So when you bake something with love, it will be very delicious.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's you got it on point there.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Iman. We're so fortunate to have you on the Beaverton Night Market
You are
this year.
welcome.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you. I was very happy to be with you guys.
Wow, that's like awesome. Like I just want to eat it right now.
I'm just looking at my piece
Yep,
and
yep,
thinking, when is
like-
my turn to eat that?
Yes, I'm
So-
fighting my temptation.
Yeah.
So what we have next?
We have another treat this time, a visual treat, if you will. The Summit Wushu Academy has prepared a special dance performance for us. It's known as Kung Fu in the West, but it's Chinese martial arts. So we're going to head over.
Yeah, I think we need this performance to burn some calories we got like from all this
Oh, yeah.
feed. So like all those players we will see in this video, they are like in a U.S. national team for Kung Fu, and they been on the competition that happened last year in China. And guess what? They bring 10 medals with them, like they win 10 medals.
Wow,
And
10.
Wushu Summit, they have now they training on virtual, and they have classes on Clackamas and Beaverton. So, and they open to all ages. So let's see this video and we will come back.
Let's go. Incredible performance, Emma. The movements are so intricate and precise. And did you see the colors on those outfits? Oh, God, so colorful. Such talented people we have in our community. Incredible.
Yes, I totally agree. Like, I like how much they was fast and flexible with all this movement. Wow, it's like, make me feel I'm so proud of them, especially with all this performance. We will continue tonight with a lot of talent people. So stay tuned, and please, if you have any question, leave it in chat box on a YouTube channel with for Beaverton City. So next guest, they own or they are talent but with food, and they own Wayabi Food Cart. So let's welcome, or let's their food called pupusas, and the owner for this business called like Adrian Arenas and Mabel Garcia. So let's watch this video together.
Hola, mi nombre es Adrián Arenas, mi esposa Mabel García, y pues estamos muy contentos por estar con ustedes y dando a conocer nuestro pequeño negocio. El nombre de nuestro negocio es Wabi, y tenemos, nuestro negocio es un carrito de comida donde vendemos el platillo principal y por el cual nos conocen son las pupusas. Y también tenemos alguna otra variedad, tenemos alguna fusión de comidas como mexicana y algunos sándwiches y bebidas súper riquísimas.
Bueno, ahorita estoy, ya tengo todo preparado aquí, tengo diferentes rellenos, frijol con queso, champiñones con queso, chicharrón con queso, puro queso, queso con jalapeño, pollo con queso, chorizo con queso y queso con oroco. ¿Sí? Ahorita estoy amasando un poquito la masa porque está muy dura y pues tiene que estar un poquito suave para que la pupusa salga bien y no se raje al momento de hacerla.
Pues soy de El Salvador y yo vine a Los Ángeles primero, viví 10 meses en Los Ángeles, luego vine a Oregon porque venía a visitar una tía y pues Oregon me gustó y me quedé aquí y he vivido en Oregon por 15 años.
Los ingredientes de la masa pues nomás es harina de maíz, maseca, como la conocen muchos, y agua, simplemente agua. Y la clave es pues mezclarla y dejarla suavecita para que a la hora de hacer la pupusa pueda quedar fácil y pues la pupusa salga bien y el relleno no se salga tan bien.
Yo realmente cuando decidí venir aquí fue simplemente porque quise visitar a mi mamá y pues mi plan era estar solamente 6 meses, pero me gustó mucho y pues ahora llevo ya 14 años aquí.
Sí, bueno, a mí me gusta mucho Oregon porque tiene mucha naturaleza y me gusta la ciudad que es limpia y pues me gusta explorar los ríos, las playas y me gusta los parques que están acondicionados como para las personas que puedan correr o puedan hacer algún deporte. Y pues la ciudad de Beaverton me gusta porque todo está cerca, las escuelas y los centros comerciales y la gente es muy amable.
Depende del tamaño que quiera cada persona, entonces yo agarro pues prácticamente como una bolita, puede tantear tu mano y pues lo que agarre tu mano. Luego la palmeo un poquito y trato de hacer como una tortilla pequeña y ya pues agarro del relleno de los que tengo aquí. En este caso voy a hacer la que es más común, que sería la de chicharrón con queso.
Pues yo creo que parte de todo esto que me ha llamado tener un negocio, y aclaro, no es fácil tener un negocio, siempre un negocio se va a llevar a cabo con alguien que le apoye mucho, que en este caso es mi esposa. 100% que no tuviéramos el negocio si no fuera por ella. Estamos exactamente a la misma altura. Quizás una idea es parte, pero hay mucho trabajo atrás de esto. Entonces, y yo empiezo con la idea de querer tener un negocio. ¿Negocio de qué? No lo sabía, no tenía idea. Yo solo le decía a mi esposa, yo quiero tener un negocio, queremos, para que sé que va a ser mejor tener nuestro propio negocio. Pero cuando yo era niño, yo vi a mi padre siempre fue comerciante, él vendía ropa, pero a quien yo admiré un poco más sus ganas de tener su negocio, de sobresalir, fue a mi madre. Mi madre, recuerdo que en una situación económica muy mala, donde había enfermedad por parte de mi padre, ella tuvo que sacarnos adelante. Entonces, mi mamá con una máquina pequeña, viejita, ella empezó a hacer ropa y mi papá salía a venderla. Como que ella empezó a crear sus propios diseños, empezó a crear trajes de baño, comprar trajes de baño, desbaratarlos, armarlos y seguir vendiendo. Entonces, para mí fue una gran experiencia y un ejemplo de que ella, sin tener grandes estudios, ella nos ha sacado adelante, y con eso ella logró tener un taller de ropa. Entonces llegó a vender a tiendas muy grandes en Morelos, donde yo soy, y también agarró contratos con escuelas, con secundarias, primarias, y es algo que no se me va a olvidar.
Y se lo ponemos adentro de la masa, luego la cerramos, le quitamos un poco de masa si vemos que sobra para que no lleve mucha masa, y ya de último le ponemos un poquito de aceite. Y aquí la movemos un poquito para que toda la comida se riegue dentro de la masa.
Bueno, las pupusas es un platillo favorito de los salvadoreños, y pues creo que cualquier persona puede identificarnos cuando decimos soy salvadoreña. Lo primero que me pregunta, ¿haces pupusas? Entonces creo que la mayoría de gente nos identifica a nosotros, a los salvadoreños, con las pupusas. Y para nosotros la pupusa es un platillo típico que lo podemos comer en la mañana, en el almuerzo y en la cena. Y es algo pues muy delicioso que les disfrutamos. Y pues es una pupusa de la que es muy popular en El Salvador, es la del loroco con queso, que es una planta que se da en El Salvador, y pues eso es único porque yo sé que nomás se encuentra en nuestro país.
Como está muy grande y pues no me cabe muy bien en la mano, la voy a echar en el comal y ahí la voy a aplastar un poquito más porque está muy gruesa todavía.
Una de nuestras esperanzas y sueños podrían ser que puedan reconocer a Wabi en diferentes lugares. Y algo que hemos notado ha sido que el producto que vendemos de bubble tea ha sido muy aceptado, especialmente por jóvenes, y se ha vuelto una moda. Entonces, a mí me gustaría personalmente poder llevar como esto a una siguiente etapa, que podría ser como drive-thru, y ofrecer a las personas un lugar de bebidas y algo con que refrescarse.
Se la voy a servir aquí. Pues a veces las personas piensan de que por ser salvadoreños, piensan de que todos los salvadoreños sabemos hacer pupusas, pero no es cierto. Entonces, yo pues obviamente pues aprendí cuando llegué aquí a Estados Unidos. En El Salvador pues solamente las compraba y pues nunca las había hecho. Pero aquí cuando yo llegué hace 15 años, viví con mi tía y pues no vendían pupusas aquí en Oregon. Entonces ella me dice, quiero pupusas, ¿y por qué no tratamos de hacer? Y entonces pues sí, estaría bien, le dije yo. Y entonces fuimos y compramos las cosas y empezamos a hacer pupusas. Al principio pues no nos salían tan buenas que digamos, pero pues fuimos practicando y pues fuimos aprendiendo un poquito más y pues ahora pues ya estas son mis pupusas. El curtido yo lo hago pues le echo zanahoria, el curtido rallado, un poco de jalapeño para que le dé color y lleva vinagre, lleva un poquito de orégano y pues se deja como unos 2 días para que pues agarre el sabor un poquito el curtido. Y pues la salsa de tomate lleva jalapeño, cebolla y un poquito de sal. Y pues así es como se sirven las pupusas y ya están listas.
Pues nosotros nuestra esperanza que tenemos es de que pues el negocio vaya creciendo y que la gente nos reconozca por las mejores pupusas que hay en Beaverton y pues queremos tener como más creatividad también, querer ofrecer diferentes pupusas, a lo mejor crear una nueva pupusa para que la gente nos identifique o sabes que vamos allá a Wabi porque allá venden buenas pupusas y hay una que me encanta que sería con la que nos reconocieran.
Wow, that's awesome. I like it, like how they arts with the food they made. And I think I will know where I can get lunch tomorrow. If you want to, you can join me.
I think I'm going to join you at the
I
Wabi
will
food
pay.
truck.
Don't
Okay,
worry,
I'm going to
I
take
will
you up on
pay.
that offer. If you're going to pay for my food and my
Yes,
pupusas.
I think it's delicious.
That's great. Let's take a break from food right now and turn our attention towards fashion, one of my favorite topics. Tonight we're excited to have a father and son combo from a creative business called KC Fresh Kicks. Kevin Clayton Jr. and Kevin Clayton Sr. are here with us, and thank you for having us. Thank you for being here, actually.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, guys. Like, we are so proud of you guys, and this is the goal behind like Beaverton Night Market, to support like family business. So, KC Kick Fresh, like some people when they heard that name, they thought like it's maybe kind of art, like martial art or like taekwondo club or something like that. Why you pick that name?
Well, KC Fresh Kicks is actually a product custom design. KC actually is my son's, that's our initials, KC.
Okay.
Fresh comes from the fact that, you know, he's a unique kid. He feels fresh about his kicks. Kicks are your shoes. So that's where he derived the name from, KC Fresh Kicks.
KC Fresh Kicks itself, though, is a custom, like you said, with custom product design. With it being a custom product design company, we do customs on shoes, as you see. We also do restores on shoes, and we also do deep cleans on shoes as well.
That's really cool. I mean, how you can customize shoes and bring them back to life. I'm super excited about that because my son loves his kicks too. So I'm going to have to refer him to you at some point. How did you actually get into that area of business?
Well, like I said, I come from a family that's actually deep into shoes, and we're a shoe family. And then when I was in high school is kind of when I got really deep into shoes. My cousin actually was the one who showed me, once I got my first kind of shoe that I really wanted to keep and hold on to, she showed me how to clean it, take care of it, if there was anything wrong with it, how to repair it, and things like that. And she kind of really took me under her wing because had been in it for a while. And from there, I kind of went deep into it and just took it to a whole nother level.
Now, one thing he's not telling you is when he was a little boy and he laid across the floor, he would always draw for hours and hours and just draw. And as he got older, he got into basketball, which allowed him to get kicks. And when he graduated from college, I asked him, what do you want to do? He looked at me with a funny look, and I said, okay, do what you love. You love shoes, you love to draw. Put them together and let's create a company you would enjoy and have your own business.
That's awesome. Like family business is very common in Beaverton Night Market. And I'm excited to know behind scenes about all those designs that you bring tonight. So could you please tell me or explain a little bit about those designs, how you bring those ideas? Is there special order or how it goes?
Well, I'll start with like I said, we offer multiple different services. One of the services we offer is deep clean and that does to more whether you're doing a custom design on a shoe or just want your shoes clean. Here's an example of one shoe that we have where it will need to be clean, and this was the beginning process, and this is your end result right here.
Wow.
You know, a clean shoe gets you out the door, and now you look like you're looking out fresh in style. To my left, as you see, is our most popular products, which is custom designs on shoes. Clients send us shoes. We buy shoes for clients. Clients buy shoes and send it to us, no matter how it is. We take what they give us, and we might start off with a product similar to this, and it start like this, and begin. End with your product looking something like this. A lot of our clients that come to us are looking for something creative, something to stand out. And these is ways that we can have them stand out in a crowd from the rest. For example, you take our Celtic design on our shoes. This Celtic shoe is a team shoe that we do multiple different teams on. And he said we got detailed with it. As you see, the parquet floor on it and the team colors. And then you take a shoe like this, which is on a completely different design. This is more of a cartoon, more of a hand-drawn and hand-painted. Which is things that I love to do. I love doing the hand painting and get more detailed into things, such as this Pinky and the Brain shoe, as you see, where you see the kind of the nightlife with more of a lightning bolt into the shoe, and you get to see your fun characters. We do it for kids of all ages, even adults and athletes or anybody. And then, as you see, we get more even a simplistic design with our Miami Vice.
Notice something. There's also a t-shirt that matches the shoe. That's where a father and son team comes in. That's where we work together. I create t-shirts that match the shoe. I may create a bag that matches the shoe. Whatever someone wants, especially custom design, I try to go in and match, and that way they get a package deal. Yeah. So they can look fresh. Right. That's the way we want them to be. Right. KC Fresh.
Yeah, KC Fresh Kicks. It's happening. It's all happening at KC Fresh Kicks. Check it out. So I really like the fact that you give each client a personal experience. It just makes it extra special. Where do you see your business going in the future?
Like I said, I was a kid in high school where I did see designs and products like this and kids around school that had some stuff like this, and I wasn't able to get some of this stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I was able to give kids that were in my position that same opportunity, whether it's a shoe, jean jacket, or any other type of product. I want to give them something custom and something personal that, like you said, giving them an experience that they can cherish and they can have and they can share with others.
Now, I understand something. He's giving something special, but that's special to everybody. Everybody always wants something personal. So what he's thought about is, hey, maybe one day from East Coast to West Coast, open up a store that a customer could come in, design an item, watch it be made, walk out another day, completely fresh the way they want to be dressed. And do this, say, somewhere between 1 and 5 years. That's kind of like the plan we're looking at.
Right. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Exciting.
I wish that dream come true one day. This will be fantastic. So you will be we have a lot of questions on YouTube channel right now. So the most important question we will go with is, where are you located? And the second question, which is the favorite design you feel like this is represent you?
Picking a favorite design that represents me is hard, just because like I said, every project that I get, I try and take it personal. I try and take it as if it was mine. and if I was that person in their position. So I want to give them something that they would love and cherish. So I feel like all of my designs that I do is kind of, not to be kind of biased about it, but I feel like they're all pretty great. But the best way to, like you said, the best way to contact us though, we're on social media, and we also have our own website. You can catch us on on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, or even LinkedIn under the name KC Fresh Kicks. And then we also have our website, which is kcfreshkicks.com. Like you said, the best way to contact us is through direct message on social media or filling out our form online. Either way, once you fill out the contact form, we start the process. The designer, which is me, will contact you within 24 to 48 hours, and that's how you'll start your process of getting your shoe and designing something that you'll love.
Yeah, I think we have another question on YouTube. Quickly, how long does it take for a product from that scraggy shoe to that new shoe?
Well, yeah, like you said, once you send us, you fill out a form, you fill out your form, and you contact us. I'll get in contact with you. I'll ask you a couple questions, whether you want to send me the shoe, whether you want me to purchase the shoe, and from there I'll go into a sketch theme, which is I create 3 sketches that you'll like and you'll love, and you'll choose from one of those, and from there you'll either send us the shoe or we'll buy it, or whichever one they choose. And it takes 7 to 10. It usually takes about 7 to 10 business days from there to get into the design, to get your design created and get it sent back to you.
That's a very good turnover, 7 to 10 days, and I think that clients are going to be really impressed by your service. And we're so happy to have you here. And like Kevin said, the website has all the details. The Instagram, the Facebook has all the details. So please head on over to the YouTube Beaverton page, and you can find all the stories. We wish you all the success in the future, and go for it. Go for your dream, and you're thinking big. I really like it. So thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you.
God, it's lovely to hear about these creative dreams that the KC Fresh Kicks has. And what I really appreciate is that your father is encouraging you all the way. And these family businesses, this is what building memories is about. You're sort of creating bonds and building memories and creating relationships. So I really appreciate that.
Yes, Rihanna, I believe in that too. I think a family will have going to see more success, especially we are in Beaverton Night Market. We encourage family business. Until we talk about family business, we have another vendor or another video to see about business or family business. It's my favorite subject, another food. So guys, we will take you to see video about business for family business, or her name Roshana Qadir and her brother Lo Burhan Ahmed, and their business called Kurdish Food LCC. So let's see that video together.
Hi everyone, this is me, Roshna Qadir. I'm from North Iraq. I'm Kurdish. Today I'm showing you how to process dolma. First, I did all kinds of onion, eggplant, zucchini, pepper, and grape leaves. And I carved inside of the onion, zucchini. I already did this, and eggplant and pepper. I already cleaned inside and out. And we have to have meat, whatever you use, beef, lamb, but we usually use lamb for dolma, and parsley, rice, and inside of the zucchini and onion, and tomato paste, olive oil, and salt, black pepper, citric acid, and red pepper, and broad beans. This is for under of the dolma. I grew up in Kurdistan with small family. I have 3 sisters, my mom and my dad. I live in small town they call Shaklawa. It's under two mountains. One of them they call Safin, and one of them it's not mountain like a big hill. They call Sork. We are middle of the Safin and Sork. It's very nice city. It look like Oregon, the weather and green, everything same here, and why I like here.
It's a bit, about 30 kilometers, about 12 miles north of Erbil. It's between two mountains. It's a big valley called Shaklawa. It's a tourist city. Summertime, we had a lot of people coming from all over the world to stay in Shaklawa, and they enjoy the time. And I grew up there. I grew up under the war and under bad things and nice things.
Dolma is very famous in my country. They do it for party, for everything. For when people they come to your house, when you invite people, they make dolma because it's very famous. The first dish in our country is dolma. It's very difficult because it's very hard to cook. It's like when you cook, it's gonna be like 2 or 3 hours. Very hard to cook, but it's very delicious. And now I have to chop parsley and inside of the zucchini and onion and mix it together with this.
I start loving the cooking after my dad was a chef cook for King of Faisal of Iraq, and he was cooking at home, and I learned from him. Always his cook was when he cooking he was cooking very taste, and I learned from him.
Yeah, when I was little girl, I was helping my mom in the kitchen. I learned from my mom, from my friends, from my old sister, and from YouTube. Kurdish cuisine, it's all about starting from scratch and organic and fresh, and we use herbs and variety of spices. We usually use organic for everything, and we never use frozen, we never use a can. I love what I do, and I cook with love in my heart. And now you have to mix it together. And this is how I put everything together. Parsley like inside of zucchini, inside of onion, black pepper, red pepper, citric acid, and salt. With the oil and the rice, I mix it together, and you have to put it inside of the zucchini, eggplant, onion, grape leaves, and pepper.
I hope I open my own restaurant, and I have the same restaurant I have before, and I transfer the food, I cook the food for the people and make them happy.
I like to open bakery, cafe, and restaurant because I can do everything. This is my dream. And now I covered inside like a zucchini, eggplant, onion, and pepper. I covered all of them with the grape leaves. And then the end you have to put like 2 cups of water with a sumac. Sumac you can find it, the ground one from halal store, but the seed I brought from my country, and you can Google, you can order it from if they have, but this is from my country. This is make your dolma taste is good. I put little bit salt and 2 cups of water, and then you have to do like this. This one makes your dolma taste good. And after that, you have to put in high heat on the stove for like 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you can put like a medium heat for like 45 minutes. And then it's gonna be ready. Now the dolma is ready after like 45 minutes when we put on the stove, and now it's ready to flip it. We put we put this tray like this, and you have to flip it. If you want like make a cake, before you have to push a little bit, and then when you flip it, it's gonna be like stand like a cake, or not, it's gonna be like mix it together. It's a little bit heavy for me, and he can help me to flip. And now dolma is ready. Today I'm showing you my Kurdish dessert, all of them handmade, and I did by myself. This is baklava made with own bread, like I made it bread with a special syrup. I added saffron, and this is kulicha with dates, and this one mahalabi with heavy whipping cream and half, and little bit cornstarch with little bit sugar and pink rose for decoration, and also pistachio. Now I'm going to show you the tea. This is my blend tea. I mix it like 4 different kind of tea. This is special tea. We can add like, some people they can add like no sugar, and some people 1 spoon and 2 spoons. This is my special tea. This is tea and water. Enjoy. You can find us Kurdish Food LLC on Instagram, and we have our own email, and you can order from us by email. The email is roshna-kader86@gmail.com, or my Instagram Kurdish Food LLC.
I love to see the passion they have for their craft and culture. Isn't it wonderful? And those dishes, they're making me hungry again. God, we just got a food.
Yeah, me too.
Plethora of food on the show tonight. So anyway, if you guys want to visit Roshna, please visit the Beaverton Night Market website, and you can acquire more information on the website.
And now we have like another guest. Like, she's very passionate how to mix between culture and art. And her name, Lakota Scott of Asda Alta. Here we are with us.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Welcome, Lakota. Thanks for joining us on the Beaverton 2020 Virtual Night Market. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight. So before we start, I just want to know, where are you from and how did you become involved in the arts?
Yeah, I'm from White Mesa, Arizona, which is located in the Navajo Nation, and it covers the Four Corners area, so Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. And I got involved in the arts very young. So my dad was an artist, and I worked with him making fans, so fans that are used for Native American church ceremonies, and then also for powwow dancing. And so I started working with him since I was about 5 years old. I did a lot of like the larger work of having to steam the feathers and clean them, and then eventually working up to cutting them. So it's using very detailed work because you have to do the thread and then kind of goose feathers that are layered on top of each other, doing different colors. And then eventually I started working in a lot of different mediums. So I worked in doing painting with acrylics, doing alabaster limestone sculptures. And then in college is when I started working with wire. Originally I was working with baling wire, And so the very first basket that I made was part of an assignment where we had to make a piece that the theme was home, and you had to be able to be larger than yourself. So I wove a basket I could actually sit inside of. So that was the very first basket that I made. And then eventually it narrowed down to these very small baskets that I make. And so the baskets are more so, it's an integration of the wire and then also traditionally how we make our baskets. So my aunts are basket makers, and traditionally we use sumac. And so you harvest the sumac and you strip it down, and you dye the sumac strips different colors, and then the inside of it, so the inside would be like a coil of different layers of sumac, and then this would be the stripped version that is dyed. And so it's the same technique of using the baskets, just using different materials.
Wow, I like how you keep like mixing between culture and like modern things. So your company or your business called like As the Alta. Could you please let us know what, like, from where that name come and or what that means?
Yeah. So the business name is Astan Oltkat. In Navajo, we're not really given names, but in terms of the same way that it is in English, where like you have one name that sticks with you for the rest of your life, but it's more descriptive of who the person is. And so when I was really young, up until now, because I've been in school for so long, and my grandparents would ask where I was, and so my parents would tell them I was at school. And so Astan Oltkat means school lady, because I was always at school when they would ask where I was.
Oh, wow, that's
Thank you.
wonderful. Thanks for sharing that story with us. I see you bought some of your baskets. Is it possible for you to show us how you make it?
Yeah. So I use different types of wire, but this is a leather cord. And so what I'm doing is using an owl to do each of the stitches. And then this is fine silver, but I also use copper that has a tarnish resistant coat on it, and then I also use gold in some pieces.
So could you please keep explain what you're doing
Yeah.
so people they will know?
So what I'm doing is I'm going between each of the stitches. There's where the wires are between. So I'm poking a hole where the owl is going through and then stitching across. So I believe it's called a coil stitch. And the direction that I'm going is actually considered unique in the way that it's actually done kind of the way that a left-handed person does. So the baskets that I make, the designs are specific to the Navajos. So the design work...
Could you please speak louder so
Yeah.
our viewers can hear you, because...
So the design work on the inside, these are mountains, and then this is a rainbow, and then the outside, these are clouds. And so it actually represents the entire universe. So when you're born is in the middle, and then as it goes outside, the whole point for us is to be able to live a long life and to get to old age. And so that's the very end
Wow.
of the basket.
Wow, that's awesome. Like, I appreciate, like, we appreciate, like, how the meaning behind those. So, where do you sell those products? Like, how people can get it?
Yeah, so I have a website. So it's my business name, Astan Oltkat, ASDZAAOLTA. And that's where people can link to. I have an Instagram page, and then I also have a Facebook page, and they link directly to that website.
Great, great.
So, Rihanna, do we have any
Yeah,
questions from...
I just want to let you know that As the Alta is on Facebook, Instagram, and you can find details about the company on the Beaverton Night Market webpage. Just to reiterate that, we do have a question on YouTube, and I'm just going to read it out. How long does it take to typically make a basket?
So one that's this size, so these are the smaller ones.
That one would probably take me like 5 hours versus a large one like this one will probably take me about 3 weeks.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for joining us, and like this is super cool, and we wish you the best. Thank you so much.
Actually, I have another question before we wrap up. There's different designs on the baskets. Do they represent anything? Is there any representation behind it?
So the design work, these ones are actually all the same designs. And so that's like what people call the Navajo wedding basket design, but it's not just for wedding baskets, it's more used for all of our ceremonies. And then these are more abstract, so they, in terms of cultural significance, there's mountains that are back home that are significant, and so that's like in terms of the 4 directions, and so these are the 4 mountains that are on there. And then these ones are based on the geranium flowers.
Great, that's wonderful. I mean, the meaning, the significance of the meaning is, it's wonderful to know that. Thank you for joining us, Lakota. It's a pleasure to have you here. And you know, again, viewers, please refer to the website and the Instagram and the Facebook page, and you can get more information and buy some of these products. Wonderful.
Yeah,
What we got next, Ahmed?
Yeah, so we have like I honestly really appreciate how she keep like mixing the tradition with the modern things and like keep her culture and her family culture. That's awesome. Like it's apart from the life.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful family tradition. So our next guest here has been making clothes for women and children in Afghanistan. Pakistan is next to Afghanistan, but Afghanistan. And she's continued making clothes for women in Afghanistan after she resettled here in the United States so that the women in Afghanistan could generate an income. So she's been helping the women in Afghanistan, you know, even here in the United States, which is very important to empower women and make sure, you know, they are skilled at their trade. So our producers actually met with her and her daughter Hadia. So let's go on over and take a quick look at the video.
سلام علیکم. اسمم بصیره صادقی است و اسم دخترم عدیه و اسم بزنسم صادقی تکستایل. در خانواده ما من 6 تا اولادا دارم که 3 تا دختر است 3 تا پسر و دختران همیشه با من کمک میکردن به خاطر بزنسم و پسران حالا در اینجا است همیشه هم درس میکنن. من توی افغانستان مشکلات اقتصادی هم داشتم و مشکلات صحی به خاطر بچه‌های مریض بود تکلیف خون داشت به او خاطر من به سازمان ملل مراجعه کردم و سازمان ملل خواستن که من در امریکا باشم و در پورتلند باشم. من توی افغانستان بودم بعداً پاکستان رفتم از افغانستان پاکستان رفتم پاکستان اونجا سازمان ملل بود دفتر NCR بود من اونجا مراجعه کردم بعداً اونجا کیس منو قبول کردن بعد از اون 1 سال و 8 ماه بعد تصمیم گرفتن منو در امریکا قبول کردن. وقتی من امریکا آمدم 3 تا خانم امریکایی با 1 تا مرد امریکایی بود اونا منو کمک کردن داوطلبانه منو کمک کردن و خانم و مردمای افغانی را میشناسم اینجا و ایرانی ها را میشناسم.
Actually, I love everything about Portland because the weather and everything is just like my country. And like I feel like I'm back home and I don't feel anything like different. Like I see the people of color. I can make friends easily, and like, also I love my school, which is really diversity and stuff. So I really like here. And
و من از پورتلند بسیار خوشم میاد به خاطر که بچه های من اینجا همشان خوب تربیت شدن، خوب توی مکتبشان نمره های خوب داشتن، دوستای خوب داشتن و خود من خوش هستم که به خاطر مسجد میرم و دکترایشان بسیار خوب، دکترای خوب هستند که بر بچه های خوب سعید چی شدن؟ تداوی شدن. وقتی که من بسیار خرد بودم، شاید 12 ساله بودم که اینا را خواستم یاد بگیرم و دیدم که بسیار که وقتی که اینا را ساختم بسیار همه خوش کردن. مثلا برای دخترکای خرد پیراهن می ساختم، برای بچه های خرد کالا می ساختم. وقتی که اینا را که ساختم همه فامیل مرا تشویق کرد که تو بسیار لایق هستی، خوب سوزندوزی تام خوب است، خیاطی تام خوب است. بعدم خودم شوقم آمد که اینو بزرگ کنم کم کم. در افغانستان خانم‌های بسیار لایق است، اما در بیرون نمیتونن کار کنن، در بین خانه میتونن سوزندوزی کنن. من همیشه تکه میگرفتم و اونا رو میدادم که روی تکه سوزندوزی کنن و به من پس می آوردن و خودم خیاطی میکردم. اونا زیاد نیاز داشت، من به تقاضای اونا زیاد بزنسم بزرگ شد، به خاطر خودم نه، به خاطر زنایی که بسیار نیاز داشتن و همیشه بر من می آمدن می گفت که تو باید این بزنس پیش ببری که ما هم کمک شویم. زنایی هستند که بسیار لایق هستند، همه چیز یاد دارن. مثلا هر کدامشون از این دختر همیشه یاد دارن و وقتی که اونا این کارا رو میکرد بسیار من برای اونا جگرخون میشدم، به خاطر که زیاد کار میکنن سرشان و زیاد وقت مصرف میکنن سرشان و پول بسیار کم میگرفتن. به خاطر که اینا هر کدامش اگه من اینا را یک دانه شد $35 میفروشم، بعدا برای اونا $20 شمیتم، دیگه مصرفش بر چی میشه؟ دیگه مصرفش برای سند و تکه و تمامشان میره و برای اونا زیاد کم میره. اگه این قیمت سودا شود برای اون زنا بسیار کمک خوب میشه. یک نوآوری به کارهای که زنایی که برای جور میکرد برای مردا میبردن میفروختن. تنها تکه سفید میگرفتن رویشان دوخت میکرد، باز اونا را رنگ میکرد. قسمی که اول خودم رنگ میکردم، مثلا سفید میگرفتم بعدا رنگ میگرفتم با این قسم همیشان رنگ میکردم. بعدا من فهمیدم که نه، چرا تکه رنگه نگیرم، روی تکه رنگه چرا کار نکنم. دوست دارم که همیشه یک دکان داشته باشم که همیشگی باشه و فروشاتش خوب باشه، به خاطر که زیاد برای زنای افغانستان کمک شود. دوست دارم که اینا زیاد فروشات کنم دیگه، به خاطر که تکایش بسیار خوب است. اگر اعلانات شود هر کس ببینه و بفهمه که تکه ها چقدر بی ضرر است و این سند که کار شده همیشان چقدر خوب است.
تشکر بسیار دوستای عزیز تا اینکه که با ما همراه بودین. اگر خواستین محصولات ما رو خریداری کنین لطفاً به ما ایمیل کنین. Thank you so much guys for being with us, and if you are interested or consume anything you can go ahead and email us. Have a nice day. I love you.
And that was Basira Siddiqui and her daughter Hadia Siddiqui. And don't they make some of the most incredible clothes? The colors so vibrant and the embroidery so intricate. Amazing. I think I'm going to have to buy a piece to add to my collection.
Yes, I think this is like really important, like how much she's supporting women in Afghanistan, and especially with like country need like more women empowerment.
Absolutely, I definitely agree with that.
Yes.
So for our last guest, we want to welcome Ni Adi and Ishmael Quay, Ghanaian drummers and performance artists. Welcome. Thank you for joining us at the 2020 virtual Beaverton Night Market. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you guys for coming. Like, thank you, and be patient with us. So my first question, why, like, how did you start drumming? Why you did that?
Well, I started drumming and dancing. You know, I grew up in a house that raised fetish women and fetish men from my father's house. In my mother's house too, is always also drumming and dancing. So this is how I was raised, around drumming and dancing. And also, you know, in Ghana, every 1 block, every 2 blocks, every 3 blocks, it's always drumming and dancing. So if people are going somewhere, they like to walk instead of taking, you know, trotro or bus. Because when you are walking, you still, you know, you keep on dancing, you keep on going. So, but after that, my uncle kind of start with me. We start doing drumming and dancing, perform in other places, and I also work in Art Council of Ghana as a professional drummer and dancer. And he took me to places like Rome, Romania, Switzerland, Germany, Russia, Puerto Rico, then America.
Wow.
That's great. Yes, you've traveled the world.
Yes.
You're a world traveler.
And I love it, you know. I don't have to pay any penny.
Yeah.
You know?
Is there
That's
a
awesome.
spiritual meaning behind the music?
You know, the drumming is, you know, when the other day we did a dancing. It's called Tigali. Tigali is a dancing that when he's dancing, he invokes the spirit. And also, you know, you can hear the drumming, you can hear the sound. Okay? You can hear the sound, but you can't see the sound. And that's the spirit of the music. That's the music, that's the spirit of the drum.
So I noticed you wearing like special clothes today. Like, so could you please explain what the meaning of those clothing?
Yes, this is our traditional. This is our traditional dress. Okay, we use it for parties. We use it for musical instruments. We use it for, you know, marriages. For anything that, you know, is for marriage, you know, everything. Yes, that's what we use it for.
What about the necklace you wear?
Yeah, the necklaces is for, you know, when sometimes say you performing, you have to put some. I mean, sometimes we wear gold chain because Ghana we have gold, but when you are performing, you want to wear things like this to be really make it look nice and beautiful.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. I mean, I love the vibrant colors and the blues and the oranges.
Thank you.
Very nice. Just my type of colors.
Thank you.
I know you said that you traveled before you got to the US.
Yes.
When did you get here and how did you get here? I mean, I know the countries you mentioned, but is there a process?
Well, you know, we came from Russia. Then when I get home, a friend of mine came to me. Then I was working in Art Council of Ghana as a professional drummer and dancer. And a friend came to me and said, "Oh, somebody I've heard of you. He wanted to come to United States." So it was 9 of us. It was 9 of us. So the man picked people who are good. He picked people who are good. So 9 of us. Then we came down here. So when we came, we first came here, we were living in Virginia. We were living in Maryland. And then Maryland, we moved to Virginia. And then I lived in Virginia for 5 years. So I came to Portland to visit. But when I get here, people are nice. People see you, they say, hi, how are you? Which is Virginia. People see you, they start looking at the ground. You know, so when I came here and I went back to visit, and I saw a man walking towards me, looking at the ground, and I stopped me, I said, sir, have you lost your something so I can help you find it? and he started laughing. Yeah. He started laughing, and I told him that, you know, I used to live here, and you know, I went to Portland to visit, and I did not come back. But because of people here, they see you, they don't say hi, they look at the ground. But Portland, they say hi. Yeah. And that's why I stay here.
And this is one of the tradition we have here in Beaverton, and we are so proud. That's how much we are friendly and we are welcome anybody to come to our city. Like, this is our tradition we're proud of. So, like, many people, when they move from their country to the United States, they forget their roots or their tradition. What the things keep encouraging you to continue this legacy, to keep doing all those things?
Well, you know, I'm here to share my culture for people here. So, because sometimes, I mean, people doesn't have money to travel to Africa. So I'm here for them to be able to share my music, because music really doesn't make you sad. Music makes you happy, you know, because I'm here to make people happy instead of sadness. And so that's why I keep on sharing my culture, telling people my culture, how we live, how we talk to people, how we smile, how we do things with people. You know, so that's why I'm here to share, and I keep on doing that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And I also have like a festival that I do every year. It's Omowo Festival, and I also own a drum shop on 34th and Belmont.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I really want to echo what Ahmed said about Beaverton being, you know, a welcoming, embracing city. I'm so glad that you settled in Beaverton, because it's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm just looking at your drums. You know, do they have certain names? Do you name your drums?
Well, this drum is called Panlogo drum. Panlogo is a dancing that when it comes out, it wasn't that good, because it was more, you know, it wasn't appropriate for the kids in those days in Africa. So our government called the whole Panlogo group in the whole Ghana for them to come and perform for the public to see that if this is appropriate for the country. So my uncle, you know, everybody comes and dance, and they were dancing the same. You know, people put their hand on their mouth, and you know, it's not really good. So my uncle changed the whole thing, and he put it in information. And that's why we have this particular song called Panlogo.
Nice.
Okay, that's great, like with this all legacy and tradition. So you mentioned you have like festival, or like next step will be like a festival. You do it every. Could you please give me more like more information about this festival, like how you manage it, like what kind of performance you will do? Is there any ideas behind it?
Well, the festival we do is so actually today that we are doing this interview. It happens today in Ghana. The festival happened today.
Oh, nice.
Great.
Which is, this festival means, we say Omowo. Omowo means, those days there's no rain. So when there's no rain, there's no food. There's no fish. So people are dying, birds are dying, animals are dying. So when it starts raining, and food start coming. Because when it's raining, fish too come to the
Yeah.
ocean.
Right.
So they have more fish and corn. So they say shame to anger. And that's what the meaning of Omowo. You know, so every year we cook this corn and we share it. We give it to the ancestors, people who have passed from the hunger. We throw the food and then the birds to all the animals that have passed. We honor them and give them a food. And that's the meaning of Omowo.
Oh, that's
And
wonderful.
it's a very, very fine festival. I mean, you can, people dressing, you see chiefs, they carry chiefs in people. I mean, it's really people really playing the drum, dancing, you know, running. It's all, it's good, it's good.
Sounds like
feeling.
fun, active, energetic.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
seems like, you know.
Yeah, and maybe one day we can visit Ghana and we can
Yes, I will make
like,
you
do
chief.
yes.
Yeah. There you go, but you're going to be the chief.
Yeah, no, I will not dance. Don't worry. Like,
He's the king and you're the chief.
For safety issue, because like they will thought they have earthquake or something.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So has this dance and music been passed from generation to generation? Are you?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, my uncle and the house I grew up in. My grandmother was a fetish woman.
Right.
Was a fetish woman, so he was doing it, you know, through that. And when that woman passed, nobody see a death. Nobody see her when he passed. He went through a bush, and he never come back. So he passed on to my uncle. My uncle passed on to me, and also my father's side. So I'm around this drumming and dancing all my life.
Right.
You know, and so I started drumming and dancing when I was 3 years old.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. So young.
I started when I was 3 years old. And I've been to so many groups. Whatever group I have been, sometimes we have like 50 or 60 people. And sometimes they have to call a selection. Like 15 people are going. How do you do to be part of the 15?
Right.
You got to work hard. You got to be good. And I'm always part of the 15. So I always thank God for giving me this opportunity and giving me this for me to share with the world.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
We appreciate
that's
it.
great.
Yeah.
So we will not let you leaving without hear something with these drums. Like I'm super excited to hear something from the king of the drums. So let's hear something.
Okay, so this is my son here, Ishmael Kui.
Hey, nice to meet you.
He's going to back me up with the drum. So you're going to go. Okay, we have to put our masks on because we're going to sing. So.
Sure.
Okay. I like how you match like the mask with your clothing.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can come to my store. My store is Anansi B, and I sell those masks over there. So, you
Okay.
can. So we're gonna play a song called Pan Logo. Pan Logo.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
What an
That's
incredible performance to end our night. That's
I like it.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. So that concludes the Beaverton 2020 Virtual Night Market. And we're so incredibly blessed to have you all here. We want to thank everyone. As we roll the credits, we want to thank all the wonderful people that made this happen. It's been wonderful having you all here. Joe, Jordan, Alexis, Jody, Sushmita for the lovely set. Look at the set. It's the classic Beaverton Night Market set that we've had tonight. And as we roll the credits, we want to thank everyone.
And I want to say thank you guys, and thank you for all the crew behind scenes. They work hard, especially Jordy, Alexis. They was like rock, like they did a great job. Like it looked like a sale, work everybody. And thank you guys to allow us to be your host tonight. Thank you so much, and wish you a good night, and thank you. Have a good night.
Have a great night, everyone.
Again.